It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. It's the 4th of July edition of the Mohney Show, and man, nobody's in the chair. It's just Paul's on assignment, and Matthew King's somewhere else, and with me right now, I've got Betsy with me, my producer.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So getting ready for a long weekend. So
I was going to say,
nice.
but you know, so Betsy's with child, and you're coming down to the wire here, right?
Yeah, about 7.5 weeks to go.
Okay. How you feeling?
Pretty good. It's been a pretty drama-free pregnancy for the most part. So
yeah, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Got nice kids. Got two nice boys.
Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Our third child, Matthew, really quite easy, as a matter of fact.
There you go.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Well, my husband's all trained now. So,
oh yeah, no, everything's pretty calm at the house. Yeah. I will say this: you walking around this weekend, you're going to want to stay near some water or a swamp cooler.
Well, you're in luck. We made reservations at one of our favorite sort of not secret, but little known Airbnb campsites.
Oh, good.
So we park the camper at North Cove, and it should be 10 to 15 degrees cooler.
You'll need that
out there. And it's the cove, so the waves are less. The kids I can see them from the camper. Mm-hmm. It's very, very calm area.
Well, your kids are calm. It's not like they're going to run out there or maybe not.
And we're just north of Tokeland Reservation. So yes, fireworks readily available right off the side of the highway.
Yeah. And what a perfect place, you know, shoot them out into the ocean.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah. I just looked at the forecast, and I haven't checked the forecast for a couple of days, and man, I see temps in the 90s and like upper 90s.
That's too hot for me this summer. Like normally
that's hot. Yeah. I mean,
that's above pregnant lady limits. For me.
So you're due soon, but we've got Victoria Zacati, and she's due just, in a couple of weeks here.
Oh, so
she's like
home stretch.
Whoa, you met her at the party.
Yeah.
And boy, so good luck to all pregnant gals right now during the summer.
I did meet her at the party.
Yes.
And you know what?
Huh.
Her baby bump is like half the size of mine, and I was immediately jealous.
But you've been parading around showing yours. Every time I look on Facebook, it's like, they haven't got an update there.
I know, but I'm going to have a watermelon on the front of me by the time this is ready.
How big were those kids? How big was Owen?
They were 8'7" and 9'3".
Oh man, so pretty good sized kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Steven was like, if I remember, he was like a 7'9" or something like that. Like 21 inches, and Aaron and Matthew pretty much the same. So yeah, those 8-pounders are.
Nobody has small babies in my family.
That's a watermelon.
It's just how it goes.
Anyway, back to the 4th of July. Everything got going on Sunday, the 30th, because that's when the fireworks stands opened up. We're doing the show on the 2nd today. There's all kinds of stuff going on. We want to talk about Summerfest again. It's not going to be a real long show today because, we're just kind of recapping things. I've got all my stuff set up, and then when I take it down, I'm taking it back to the house. So that's kind of cool. So Summerfest, it's different. It's if you remember it out at Borst Park, it's different than it's been over the years. Let's just go get an update. We had Hallie in here about a week ago, but all the information is still, it's still good.
Yeah.
So Hallie Rawls, the board secretary for the Centralia Downtown Association, she is magically going to appear in that empty chair. How about right now?
Boom.
There we go. Welcome back to the Mohney Show. It's the 4th of July edition of the Mohney Show. Man, this is coming fast. Hallie Rawls, the board secretary with the Centralia Downtown Association, is with me. Welcome to the Mohney Show.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've got, it's Kids Day today, too, isn't it?
It is.
We've got, who's with you here?
This is Finley. She's 7 months old. And then my daughter Emerson is playing in the background as well.
Yeah, there we go.
She's 4.
How are you? She's looking around.
She doesn't know about this podcast situation, but she'll figure it out.
She'll figure it out. What are we calling you today? What would be a good 4th of July?
Well, Hallie and I were talking about it, and I thought maybe Betsy.
Sure.
For Betsy Ross.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Betsy's a great name.
I love it. I can't sew a flag, but I'll pretend.
Sure.
Yeah. She can't
sew. You can order one online.
Yeah, just as long as it's not from China.
Right.
So Betsy can't sew a flag, but she can sew torn jeans, and
I can darn a sock with the best of them.
I was going to say, you get...
and she can sow the seeds of goodwill in our community.
Yeah, sowing the seeds of love, too.
Yeah, exactly. Hub City love, perhaps.
Exactly. We've got big doings here. Summerfest has changed a little bit in the last couple of years. It used to be out at Bourse Park, and it's more in town now. Give us a rundown of where it's at versus where it used to be, and just give us the whole idea of what's going on.
The whole story for this year, yeah. So last year, the city came to us and said, hey, it's post-COVID now, we're restarting Summerfest, but we don't really have the bandwidth to take it on anymore. And the police department didn't have the opportunity or the bandwidth to host their Run from the Cops this year, or last year. And they said, hey, how about you guys just take it on because you've been doing the parade for so long. And we kind of jumped in that way. And 6 weeks before the event, pulled all of the things together. So everything's downtown now, pretty much, aside from the demolition derby and the fireworks, which are still out at the fairgrounds. But this year, we're starting the day with 2 options. You can go and do a 5K fun run. It's totally free with Run Amok. They're starting at the Clock Tower over at Centralia College. Or you can go straight to the Pancake Breakfast, which we heard a lot of feedback last year. Folks were really missing the pancake breakfast.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So Centralia Rotary is doing that as a fundraiser.
Okay.
It is pay what you can. So if you still want to go with the free pancake breakfast, that's totally fine. But anything that's earned goes back to Centralia Rotary. That's going to be in the Transcendental Commons building at Centralia College as well. And
the pancake breakfast, it's right. Let's see here. I've got the map here. It's right at Centralia College, right?
Yes, yeah. It's in the Transcendental Commons building.
Okay.
That's their new fancy building this year. So.
Very nice, too.
It is, yeah.
So it's, I think, a lot more convenient because before you were out at Bourse Park doing all these activities, then you had to drive back into town if you were going to be in the parade. Now, what time can you line up? Let me ask you this. If folks want to be in the parade, can they still get signed up?
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to take registrations for the parade for a few more days. That's online at our website, downtowncentralia.org.
Okay.
And it's right on the landing page, Summerfest Parade registration, as well as all things Summerfest. If anybody has any questions, you want to reference it on the day, right there at the top of the page. And yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things going on downtown throughout the day as well. So after the pancake breakfast and the run, the college from 10 to noon is going to have field activities on Bob Peters Field there.
Oh, good.
They're going to do soccer kicks. They're doing tees and bubbles, all sorts of stuff. So that's going to be real fun. And then you can head on over to George Washington Park. And Cooks Hill Community Church is putting on more family-friendly activities. They're going to have a rubber chicken game, which they have not explained to us, but I am told it's going to be really fun. So that's
the old rubber chicken.
The old rubber chicken. They're doing a scavenger hunt, some arts and crafts, all sorts of stuff, and that's going to go from noon to 3:30ish.
Okay.
And then the parade starts at 4. So you're right there. It's going to go through downtown as usual. That's really exciting. And then also over in Pine Street Plaza from 11 to 6, we're going to have some food vendors in the block west. And then in the plaza directly, we're going to have live music hosted by the Centralia Downtown Association. It's going to be a local band called Bonzo Balm.
I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Bonzo Balm.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's actually, there's Bonzo, and then there's another band called Lemon Balm, I believe, and they're doing a combo for this event.
Okay.
So they're calling themselves Bonzo Balm this time. And it's actually one of their band members, it's her 21st birthday that day, so they're doing kind of a little happy birthday thing for her afterwards, which should be fun. And then the parade announcing is going to take place there in the plaza as well. Right. And we'll have some of our yard games out, all sorts of fun stuff. So,
and you can line up if you're going to be in the parade. You can line up at like what time? Noon or something like that?
Check-in starts at about noon, and we'll get you lined up in your spot there. That's going to be on Centralia College Boulevard.
And that's when you line up early, you have a better chance of being judged, right? Are you doing the judging? Or
we are doing the judging. We have a few categories, but it's not necessarily like I think judging takes place at about 3:00, depending on when they get around to you. But for this parade, whenever you register, you're given your number in line. So it doesn't necessarily determine with tractor parade because tractors can't back up. It's just kind of whenever you get there, that's your spot in line. Right. So we do it a little bit differently for the two parades. And
we hope that the weather is better. It will be.
I hope so.
Boy, the tractor parade, man, that was a little bit wet, wasn't it?
Just a little bit, yeah. We camped out. I had a very newborn at that time, and we camped out in our office and watched from inside because it was just a downpour.
It wasn't safe outside.
No, yeah.
It was really something.
Cats and dogs were falling.
So folks can still hand out candy, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yeah.
Carefully?
Carefully, yep. Okay. Yeah, all of that's still allowed. Just has to be within regulations for the city.
Parade usually takes about, hour, a little over an hour, around there?
About an hour, yeah. It's no
and then Demolition Derby starts at 6:30. That's at the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds. Yes. I really like the fact that all this stuff is concentrated in the downtown area because, you don't have to, go back and forth.
And we do actually have some exciting news for this year. Lewis County Transit has started up a shuttle service specifically for Summerfest. So all day from 7:30 to 11 p.m., 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. They are going to be running a shuttle for us with stops at the train station downtown and then on Pearl Street by George Washington Park. And then there's event parking that's going to be out at the Fairway Shopping Center across from the fairgrounds. And
she's
overflow parking. I know, she's just loving it.
I'm a big fan of Finley's contributions right now. I'm just saying.
I love it. Thank you.
It's a family show, folks.
It is, yeah. It is. Do you want to say something?
You want to say something?
Yeah. Just, we don't have first words yet, but that would be momentous if it was here. Yeah. Anyway, so there's going to be overflow parking as well at the Lewis County Mall.
And we got about 45 seconds left if my calculations are correct.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yeah, so you're doing great. If I was reading one of my kids or my grandkids, it's like, this is just about over here.
Yeah, no, we're making it happen.
It's going to be a fun time, and again, fireworks. They're not going to be before 10:30. You got to let things get dark.
Yes,
and kind of get things situated after the Destruction Derby.
Yes,
and I think it's new this year. But if you want to buy tickets for the demo derby, you can actually get them before.
You can go
the day.
Yes, yeah, you can go to the fairgrounds office. They have box seat tickets open right now, and then a couple days before they'll open up general tickets, but nothing online at the moment. So you have to go to the fairgrounds.
Well, it's nice you can get the box tickets right now, but before you had to wait, in line on 4th of July right after the parade and all that stuff. So this makes it a lot easier. I love the poster you guys put together.
Thank you.
This is fantastic.
A little tricky to get all the information on there. There's just so much going on. So,
and it explains, and it also gives you obviously kind of a map of things as well. So, if you have questions, you can go again where downtown.
Yep, downtowncentralia.org. All of that's on there. The map, all of the schedule, everything, shuttle stop information. So.
I love it. Well,
thanks.
I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July.
Thank you. You too.
You've got a growing family here.
Yes.
What's like a tradition? I mean, I know you're going to be busy, but like when you were a kid, what was the best part of the 4th for you?
Oh, well, I got to be perfectly honest. I'm not much of a 4th of July person, only because it's always hot, and I hate to just sweat for no reason. And then I also have chronic migraines, so fireworks are not really my thing. So to be perfectly honest, starting last year was the first time that I've really enjoyed 4th of July, just because volunteering for it and giving back to the community makes it a lot more fun for me.
Yeah.
I used to be a little bit of a curmudgeon when it came to 4th of July, only because of the noise and the heat. So
we're glad we're drawing you out here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, have a hamburger or a hot dog and
exactly. Yeah.
Or a cold drink.
Yes.
An ice cream.
I'll dunk myself in ice. In fact, we're going to have Kona ice out at the plaza, so maybe I'll get some shave ice.
Well, we were talking about this. It's warm in the studio today.
It is.
You can tell by but we would get along just fine because you said anything above 72 in your house and you're just sweating.
Too much. Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hallie, thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have a great 4th of July, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you out there.
That was super nice of Hallie to come by the studio, and that was Kids Day in the studio, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah, we had what, 4 of them in here?
We had 4 of them in here.
We had 3 in a fort in the back of soundproofing panels, and then the baby.
We had the baby, and she was wheeling the baby around in the stroller, and we gave her a ride in the elevator here.
Yeah.
In the
my
building.
favorite part is when Finley is doing the that's the best part.
Hey, we're a family show here. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's all kids are welcome.
Yeah, legitimate.
That's my whole scene. Yeah. I mean, I really enjoy. You know, I always enjoyed being a dad, obviously, but I mean, you know, being a grandpa is the best. I mean, this is all kinds of fun.
Sugar them up and send them home.
Oh, there's stuff I would never allow my boys to eat, and I just, you know. I mean, all of them, all 5 of them. Yeah, well, you want this? Take it.
Yep.
Very good. Anyway, so Summerfest activities, Hallie explained those to us, but I did want to touch base on the Demolition Derby. It starts at 6:30 at the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds. We all know that. And then fireworks, you know, fireworks are one of these things where, you know, they wrap the Derby up, and when that starts to calm down, the dust settles, and it starts to get dark. It's going to be really warm during the fireworks show. And it's going to be just perfect. We're going to have great weather, but you know, be mindful of blowing off fireworks and catching the neighbor's house on fire.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Do not recommend.
No. So fireworks start at the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds at right around 10:30. You know, give or take, and there's a shuttle, as Hallie said, is running back and forth all over the place from Lewis County Transit. So this is going to be a great time. Mm-hmm. And she talked about the breakfast at the college and all kinds of stuff going on at Washington Park.
Yep.
And we've got a lot more stuff to talk about. So let's go ahead and take a break here. And then we'll talk about the stuff that's, you know, out of the Centralia Chehalis area. And we'll do that right after this. This is the 4th of July edition of The Mohney Show. Summer driving is here, and it's time to hit the open road and explore. Get the tires you need and save money with the Summer USA promotion from Cooper Tires, and available right now at Point S Centralia OK Tire. Get up to a $100 rebate on Cobra Instinct, Discoverer Road and Trail ATV, or the Discoverer Rugged Treks with the purchase of 4 qualifying tires. See Centralia OK Tire for Cooper rebate details. Point S Centralia OK Tire also gives you peace of mind with a warranty good at over 200 locations. The Cooper Tire Summer USA promotion is on right now at Point S Centralia OK Tire on Harrison Avenue in Centralia. And the Mohney Show is back with our 4th of July celebration, kind of an abbreviated show, I guess you could say today, because we're just going over all the fun activities that happen really before the 4th of July. There's some stuff going on over in Chehalis on the 3rd at the Jesus Name Pentecostal Church. They will have their 4th of July celebration and also a small fireworks show. That's on the 3rd. So on Wednesday, so check that out if you want to, take the kids down there. One thing I did want to touch base on, Betsy, was with let's see here, with the Summerfest. The parade is always so much fun. And it, it's just a great time. You line up over, as Hallie said, over on Locust or Centralia College Boulevard.
Yeah.
Line up and hang out and talk to all your friends over there. And I think it might be kind of a warm one, too.
It's forecasted to be hot.
I mean, I've been in those parades where it's pouring down rain.
Yeah.
I've been in those parades when it's really, really hot outside. So anyway, have a good time in downtown Centralia. Parade starts at 4 o'clock on the 4th of July. Okay, on to stuff that's out of the area here. Mossy Rock, always fun. They've got their fireworks show. It starts at dusk at the high school. And live music at the Klickitat stage. Plus, they've got their Independence Day 5K and 8K run. That starts at 8:30 out in Mossy Rock. So stuff going on there. Giant fireworks show and the Mid-Season Championships. This is out and about. So this is at the Grays Harbor Raceway.
Ooh.
Out in Elma. And this is on July 6th. So they're doing quite a bit of stuff out at the Grays Harbor Raceway and out in Oakville over the weekend. Long holiday weekend, why not? Oakville Junior Rodeo. This is on the 6th and the 7th, so Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. It's free. It's at the Oakville Regional Events Center, and that's a 7000 U.S. Highway 12 in Oakville. Again, that takes place on Saturday and Sunday, so after the 4th of July. Well, there's lots of time, may as well have some fun, after Thursday. Yeah, it's
Make
a long
whole weekend out of it.
We're taping today on the 2nd, and I got to tell you, even yesterday, nobody's here.
Yeah, no.
I mean, everybody just kind of checked out of here,
Yeah.
and I think people are just out and about having fun right now.
Yeah.
They've got the Independence Celebration, and I'm just reading this stuff. It's the parade, the car show. This is in downtown Oakville. This is on Saturday, July 6th. So a beer garden, vendors, a whole lot more. You can meet the royalty court and even join the parade. And advance tickets, or actually advance registration for the parade is $10. So I'm not sure if you can still get in on that. And the day of the parade, it's $20. But always a great time out in Oakville. And let's see, the Junior Rodeo. We talked about that. Oh, and fireworks at the reservation, the Chehalis Reservation.
Yep.
I think we'll post some pictures of that. I didn't actually make it out there, but I know other people that did. And always lots of fun.
Yep.
Going from fireworks stand to fireworks stand.
Yep.
It's Thunder Valley.
Their families.
Thunder Valley.
Tradition every year to sell at their stand, and yeah, it's a great way to support community out there.
Oh yeah.
You get some good stuff.
When I worked at the Lucky Eagle, doing the music in the main casino, it's like, well, where'd so and so go? Hey man, it's 4th of July week. Everybody took the week off,
yeah.
So a lot of good stuff out there.
Uh-huh.
I like the aerials.
Yeah, I'm a fan. They make me a little nervous. You got to make sure your homeowner's insurance is up to date and all that.
Yeah, you do. There's just so much to choose from. So take money.
Yep.
How do you guys at your household feel about fireworks? I mean, as far as spending money on them.
We buy a few every year, but a lot of times we'll put down a big piece of plywood, like in our very green grass.
Mm-hmm.
And, our kids are 8 and 10. And so they get excited about the tanks and the little fountains.
I love the tanks.
It doesn't have to be huge for them to be excited about it.
No, I'll be purchasing tanks and snakes.
Yeah, snakes and sparklers.
And maybe the Whistling Pete.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still take one of those and just pinch the bottom of it so it blows up.
Yeah. No,
that's always a great time.
One of the reasons we go out to the beach is because, you can get your little fireworks and you can see everybody else's.
Oh, yeah.
And, the kids are just as happy.
So. Our neighborhood's like, boy, it's something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a war zone up there on the 4th of July.
You're not the first person I've heard. That Centralia is limiting fireworks to just the 4th.
Yes. So you got to check too, because, Centralia, Chehalis, Lewis County, all the, Napa Vine, Winlock, all the various cities have different ordinances. So
if you're
I
in or
think
out
they
of
do.
the
So
city limits, you got to know.
I mean, if you care.
Yeah. So
just don't, just don't burn anything down.
Yeah.
That's
don't
the
do
big
that.
that's the big thing right
Just
there.
use common sense. Don't blow your fingers off.
Man, I saw a video of a guy. He's lighting this thing off with his grandma. Did you see this on Facebook? He's got a 5-gallon bucket, like those Napa buckets, you know?
Yeah.
And he puts some kind of a explosive in this thing, lights it, puts the bucket on top of it.
Yeah.
It's him and his grandma. And they shuffle away over to the, side of the garage there.
Yeah.
And it sits there and it kind of smolders. Well, the camera's over here. He just put it on a tripod. He can see it smoking.
Mm-hmm.
This guy walks back over. You dumbass, you don't do that.
No.
You don't ever do that. And he didn't even give it sufficient amount of time.
Yeah.
And it blows up right in the bucket. Boom! So.
Have you seen the Put It in Reverse Terry video?
No.
Oh, okay. We might have to throw that in the show
okay.
for people to have. It's my favorite 4th of July video. It's, they're like in a residential street and they're letting a guy in a powered wheelchair light some of the fireworks.
Uh-huh.
And he lights them, and I don't know what happens if the chair malfunctions or whatever, but he's sitting right there as the fireworks start going, and you hear people in the background, put it in reverse, Terry! Put it in reverse! It's one of the funniest videos I see every year.
It's a manual. I can't find it. Be careful out there. Okay, so we didn't cover PL yet, did we?
Nope.
PL's big 4th of July festival, man, they do it up out there. The parade starts at 12 noon at the intersection of Main Street and West 4th Street. Vendors, food and crafts, the petting zoo, kids' games, apparel. I like that. You can buy your clothes out there. Face painting, so much more. And this is their big celebration out in PL, 4th of July. We did
quick addition to PL here.
Yeah.
Shout out to John L. Scott real estate agent Charlene Hoffman.
Yes.
She is doing square dancing as part of that at the PL pub.
Okay.
And Main Street line dancing at Town Hall, not the PL pub. Maybe PL pub later.
Okay.
But that's Charlene Hoffman and one of her friends that's doing that, and that should be a good time.
I love it. All this stuff's so much fun, especially after coming out of the last couple of years. Here we go. This fell off my little thing there. There's my little flag.
Oh, how cute!
It's not bad. Let's see here. What else is going on? We've got. You've got some things.
I got one for you.
Okay, go right ahead.
Now you have to remember, I grew up in Adna.
Right.
So Adna, PL, kids, we all kind of ran together.
Right.
Schwingfest.
Is
this weekend. And if you aren't familiar, it's a big Lewis Pacific Swiss Society festival.
Yeah, Joe Blazer will be there, I would imagine.
Yeah, they got
Tom Spar, those guys.
Polka music and all kinds of interesting stuff.
Polka.
But one of the things that the boys trained for every year was Swiss wrestling. Are you familiar?
No.
Okay, so Swiss wrestling, and forgive me, I am not an expert. I'm going to speak about this very generally. Swiss wrestling, you wear these really baggy, pants that are held up with suspenders.
Okay.
And this is part of Swiss wrestling.
Right.
I actually know a guy who is a Swiss wrestling coach, and he's got a big barn with sawdust in it, and they practice year-round for Swiss wrestling.
So they're serious about this.
There's a
circuit. Very serious.
Oh, there's some local guys that travel to different festivals.
Yeah, I can see
Swiss
that.
wrestling. So it's all brawn, and it's very interesting. So if you're looking for something kind of fun to watch, that's another option.
You learn something all the time about what's going on here. Lewis County has so many things, various things that go on with various, different cultures, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Of people. Yeah. And it's really interesting. I don't really know. I think we're just kind of staying around the house this year. And I was thinking about what we're going to have as far as food, and we talked about that a little bit. You guys will be gone. So that's going to be cool. I would imagine you'll put together some decent stuff.
I'll be eating hot dogs in the sand.
There you go. There's that's a good idea. Some people get, they get crazy, with their, 4th of July menus and stuff. And if you're having a block party, everybody brings something. So that's super cool. But yeah, I'm happy with the hot dog.
Did we talk about your favorite summer barbecue foods?
No, we're going to do that after the break.
Okay.
So I was just kind of going over stuff
Because
here.
I have opinions, Steve.
Yeah, I know you do.
All right.
Let me go over this. Again, this is just such a loosey-goosey show today. We'll talk about 4th of July food. And, we've got a clip. I stopped by Starbucks earlier today. I know some of the folks over there, the baristas, and I went in and started bothering them about their favorite fireworks and their favorite food.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple.
Okay.
But you want to can we throw that on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's throw that on. Play that. We'll come back and then we'll go to the break.
Okay.
Are you going to ask me?
Okay, we're here at Starbucks, Chehalis Starbucks, and we're bothering baristas today to see what their favorite firework is, or fireworks. What do you like? What did you like when you were a kid?
So I'm really simple. I love sparklers.
Sparklers? Nothing like a big boom or something?
I love sparklers.
Okay, so what's your favorite food during 4th of July?
A good cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cheeseburger.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anything else? How about watermelon?
And watermelon.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's grab another barista here. Anybody else? Come here.
For fireworks?
Hi there. Yeah, for fireworks. What's your favorite firework?
I like a Roman candle.
Yeah?
Those are pretty cool.
Did you ever shoot them at your siblings when you were a kid?
No, but they are the older ones and they're the younger ones, so they're
Yeah.
the mischievous ones, so I do not shoot them at them.
And your
But-
favorite food for the 4th of July?
Ooh, gotta go with the classic hamburger.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank
gotta
you.
go with it. Thank
Okay,
you.
bothering people at the Chehalis Starbucks for the Mohney Show. At Tyler Rental, quality equipment and helpful counter pros save you costly delays. For projects big and small, Tyler has Genie man lifts and forklifts, Deere excavators, welders, and generators, plus new tools from Steel, Milwaukee, and Hilti. While you're in the store, shop for hard hats, safety glasses, gloves, hearing protection, and much more. Contractors and homeowners depend on Tyler Rental for selection and well-maintained equipment to avoid downtime. Tyler Rental, 153 Hamilton Road, south of Chehalis. And thanks to everybody at Starbucks for allowing me to walk in and film and ask you your opinion on food and fireworks. They're simple. I mean, they're very simple over there. Now, we get a different perspective. We've got Elijah standing by here, and he was telling me, as only a 12-year-old boy can tell you about fireworks. He's studied fireworks, and when you're 12 years old, man, that's
peak.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking everybody, hey, you want to contribute to the fireworks fund here? You're doing stuff for your mom and dad so you can earn money and get out there and buy fireworks.
Well, and that's about the age your dad gives you the punk, right? And you get to light a few of them. Yeah.
Man, I think back, we didn't have, there was a time like in the 70s and early 80s when there wasn't a lot of stuff that was actually legal.
Sure.
They loosened things up because
Yeah.
of nothing, like in the 70s, you couldn't blow anything up in the air.
Right.
That's the stuff that you had to go out to the reservation to get. So we didn't have a whole lot. We were doing, again, the tanks and stuff like that and the Whistling Pete's. But anyway, this is Elijah, and he's going to explain to us about the fine art of blowing stuff up. Okay, we're out and about, and we're interviewing people that are getting ready to buy fireworks. And who's with us right now?
Elijah.
And how old are you, Elijah?
I'm 12.
So you are right there where fireworks are like the biggest and the best thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what you're going to buy, what you like, and how much money you have to spend.
Well, there's a lot of answers to all of those. Like I like color pearl ones, but they never explode. So I really like 200-gram cakes, but those are usually quite expensive. So sometimes you can just get even like a 100-gram cake that'll still shoot up and have an explosion. It'll have the crackle. But I like to buy little fireworks too that are like maybe here and there. It's maybe you can get a pack that has all the tiny fireworks or a shower. But I like a lot of them that shoot up into the air.
So do you like snakes? Snakes are like for kids, aren't they?
Yeah, those are little ones.
How about a Saturn missile?
Yeah, Saturn missiles are good. The 200 one usually. But I'd say a cake usually. One of the 200 to 500-gram cakes are the best ones, especially if they have rapport. And if they crackle, that's the best because then you can like...
How much money do you have to spend this year?
I have, I'd say About $200 almost.
Nice. So, but it goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to multiple different places to get them.
That was my next question. So, where's your favorite fireworks stand?
Well, I don't know the name of it, but it has a big old purple inflatable gorilla.
Okay, is that the one out kind of by Love's Truck Stop?
I think.
Okay, very good. All right, well, happy 4th of July, and don't light the field on fire, okay?
I'll think about it.
The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia.
Bag up, bag up. Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord. Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What you doing, Terry? Terry, what you doing?
And we're back with our 4th of July edition of the Mohney Show. A ton of stuff going on, and we'll talk about 4th of July food and recipes and, stuff you can do and just basically eat and then watch some fireworks and then, eat. Is that your plan pretty much, Betsy?
Yeah.
Or you're just doing it up simple with hot dogs, right?
Well, the kids like hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's easy kids' 4th food, so I always get that. But
Chips.
I do have one summer barbecue requirement that every barbecue or event should have.
Yeah.
Potato salad is fine.
Right.
I think potato salad is overhyped.
Yes, I do too.
For me, it's all about the beans.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad you said something about that because I think that I'll make some beans. I mean, baked beans.
And I'm not talking about, you can pick whatever jar or can you want off the shelf at the grocery. I'm talking about the aunties and the grandmas that make the beans with the big beans and the little beans and the hamburger and the bacon in it.
Yeah.
That is required.
The only problem I have with that is that it fills you up. I mean, you start putting the hamburger or the ground turkey in there and all that other stuff, and a little bit fills you up, and then you can't have as many hot dogs or hamburgers.
Oh, I'll snack on beans all day. I don't even care.
Yeah. All right. So are you making beans?
I probably might just steal some beans from my grandma because she's much better
There you go.
at making beans.
Well, you can just heat them up at the beach, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
we
before
have a microwave in the camper. We're not,
of course you do. Well, don't you have a stove and an oven?
Yeah, but make beans faster.
You should make a campfire and heat them up over that.
It's true. It's just gonna be so hot. So maybe
that's
fire.
True. I always think about Blazing Saddles and when they were having the beans in Blazing Saddles. Did you ever see that Mel Brooks movie?
Yes, I did. Of course I have. Hey, here's another food question for you.
Yeah.
Hot dog buns, hamburger buns, grilled or not grilled?
Either way.
Really?
Sometimes I like them, sometimes I like them grilled.
All right.
I mean, they're good grilled, but sometimes I just like that, kind of like the ballpark or whatever,
Yeah.
and what I figured, it's going to be warm. So just leave them,
Yeah, that's true.
just, I mean, in the, don't leave the bag open, but just leave them out there. They'll warm up.
I get excited when they get grilled. And here's another question for you.
Yeah.
What is your hamburger bun preference? Are you a plain, a sesame seed bun, a Kaiser bun, a potato bun?
Okay. I like them all, but no potato bun, no Kaiser bun. I do like sesame seed buns.
Okay.
But you know what? I do enjoy just a regular hamburger bun with nothing on it.
Just white bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those grilled. I mean, sometimes I have those grilled
Yep.
to where, melts the cheese.
Mhm.
Are you a cheeseburger fan or are you just a hamburger?
We're a big cheese fan. Well, I shouldn't say we're a big cheese family. My kids don't always want cheese on their burgers. But
Okay.
my husband and I, we will buy the fancy cheese.
Yeah. Like you're talking American cheese, right?
Well,
or
I was talking more like the Gouda and like smoked cheeses. We'll buy a lot of that kind of sharp cheddar.
No,
sharp
that's
white
not
cheddar.
that's not the 4th of July. That's
What?
like I mean, it is, but you're getting real fancy.
Oh, but it's
this is baseball hot dogs and apple pie Chevrolet.
Oh, I guess, but man, I get real excited about that. Fancy
No, that's
cheese.
good stuff. Smoked cheese is delish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go. Yeah, we're going on to the food thing here. So when you put together your barbecue, I mean, you obviously keep it pretty simple, right?
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're camping,
right?
It's you're not always.
I mean, at the
home,
house,
but...
you're more.
Yeah. Yeah,
you'll make more.
Maybe
I've got
fancy lettuce, more veggies.
I've got all kinds of stuff here. I kind of went through some stuff that I like. I kind of looked up some other ideas. If you were really fancy, today you would be making a blackberry pie.
Oh, yes. Our wild berries are ripe. The Himalayans aren't yet, but the little blackberries are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And or strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. We got a lot of strawberries right now.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
We planted like a handful of strawberry bushes. I don't even know what variety. I think there's a couple different ones in there.
Right.
And it was like in one corner of our garden the first year. They have taken over the entire garden. They're coming up out of the garden into the yard. They're everywhere. My kids were out there at 7:00 this morning picking berries.
Good for them. Well, I was going to mention Spooner Farms over there at Bill and Bees.
Oh yeah.
I haven't stopped yet. Well, actually, I drove by yesterday, but they ran out. So you got to get there, early.
If you don't get them from Spooner Farms, I did see that Coffee Creek Community and Gardens here in Centralia also is selling strawberries already.
Where's that?
It's kind of off Reynolds Road area.
Okay.
It's kind of North Centralia. You can find them on Facebook, on Instagram.
Okay, very good.
But they posted some photos. Got some real nice looking boxes.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. When you buy the ones that came from California, I mean they're good, but they're just not as sweet.
No. Oh man, there's nothing like a vine ripened Pacific Northwest berry. I tell
Absolutely.
you what.
It is very tasty. So I'm thinking, maybe some strawberry shortcake. I don't know. I got to get with the family on this. Burgers. Mm-hmm. You've got hot dogs. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about corn on the cob, maybe grilled.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Now, speaking of hot dogs, do you do just hot dogs, or do you do like the kielbasa sausage or the?
That's funny. You should mention that because I was just thinking about that. We had some of those a while back. You know what? I'm done with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too complicated.
Too much. Yeah.
I just want a regular hot dog.
Bratwurst.
I mean, I like them all, but I think just a regular.
Greasy.
They're
a little greasy for me.
They're too greasy. They hurt my stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, a hot dog's bad enough as it is.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can get good, like all beef hot. You can be.
I usually do turkey dogs.
There you go.
The turkey dogs agree with me a lot more.
Yeah.
So, you can do hot dogs in a whole bunch of different ways. My son sometimes takes them and cuts them so they're and puts those on there. Makes it a little bit funner. I'm thinking about let's see here. I'm thinking about ribs.
Yes. Good. I endorse this.
Oh man, they're so good, and you can cook them all day long, and then have them later on. One thing we used to do French fries.
Really?
Yes, and this was like a 4th of July Mohney thing.
Are you talking like deep fryer? Are you talking what do you got?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the boys got me one of those French fry makers. Take a potato.
Oh yeah.
I got that for Christmas back in like 2012.
Okay.
And it's something that you're only going to use like once or twice a year.
Sure.
Because let's face it.
Yeah.
Deep fried potatoes are,
it's a lot of work too.
It's a lot of work, but it's also, you're going to gain 7 pounds.
Yeah.
So anyway, a couple of 4th of Julys. Yeah, we made a lot of French fries.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the thing outside, the propane deal going, the burner out there. Not the turkey one, but the half one.
You see, that's what I was envisioning in my mind, was like you with the turkey fryer.
Nope, not the turkey fryer. The half thing, the half fryer.
Yeah.
And put them in there. I got a big, huge sheet, a baking sheet. I pull them out and let them sit for, a little while. And then you put them back in, crisp them up, salt. Oh, man.
There you go.
Gold.
Is that better than the Lions Club at the concession stand?
I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their...
Those are pretty good, too.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'm not going to argue with the Lions Club and their burgers and, and French fries. But that's so labor intensive.
Yeah.
And then last year we had French fries for one of the kids' birthdays, but we used just frozen French fries.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we didn't have to make them,
Easier?
What's that?
Was it an easier process?
Oh yeah. I mean, when you're making fries like they are In and Out in California, buckets of them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen this year. I'm leaning towards no. Potato salad, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, I recently talked to somebody, and I did not realize they had a culinary background. And they were giving me the finer points of potato salad. I didn't realize, like, if you don't boil the potatoes correctly, then they get what this guy was calling grainy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. He was explaining the nuances. I didn't realize potato salad could be so complicated.
I think there's a fine line between grainy and then undercooked potatoes that are crunchy. I don't like that.
Also, there's a little bit, my husband and I, we come from different big families.
Right.
In my side of the family, when grandma makes potato salad, she only uses garlic dills and garlic dill juice.
Okay.
And she also puts a little bit of sugar and poppy seeds.
Oh man.
In her potato salad. And I grew up with that.
Whoa.
So to me, like that's good potato salad.
That's gold.
That's sacrilege on his side of the family.
Really?
You do not put sugar in potato salad. They are mustard, salt heavy, very different.
Did this cause marital problems?
It hasn't, but once in a while he'll say things like, "Man, I really miss Grandma Pat's potato salad." And I'm like, "Don't tell Grandma Joe. Don't."
Everybody has their own thing.
I had no idea until I became an adult. There was a whole world of potato salad out there, but still.
No, there is. I mean, and then there's loaded potato salad.
Yes, there's deviled egg potato salad.
Oh man, bacon and all that stuff in there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I still think potato salad's a little overrated compared to the beans, but it has its place.
Well, it does. But potato salad and beans, it just fills you up immediately.
Carb city. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nappy nap time after that.
Yeah.
What about kebabs?
Kebabs. I mean,
beef, chicken, or shrimp kebabs, or veggie skewers and all that stuff.
I think if you're going to put in the work for kebabs, it's beef and shrimp for me. I mean, chicken's okay, but I mean, if you're going to, like, it's, there's a lot of prep work that goes into
there's a ton of it. Yeah.
So, make it worth your while. Get some beef.
How about steak, grilled T-bone or a rib steak or something like that?
I mean, I don't discriminate when it comes to beef.
I think I just don't think that's as. It's the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We need something more, more simple, I guess.
Steak is more like fancy date night dinner for me personally.
Yeah.
But
how about pulled pork?
Yeah, my grandma makes pulled pork for just about every holiday.
I mean, that's really
just
quite
a
easy.
Staple. Yeah.
Here's one that I really like: the ramen noodle salad.
Oh, with the chicken in it.
Oh
man. Hook a girl up.
Bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Ooh.
That's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. I don't know that I've ever incorporated that before.
I found that one online. I was looking at all these different things here. Dill pickle pasta salad.
What?
Dill pickle pasta salad.
What is that?
You can look it up.
I mean, the pasta salad I'm used to having around is,
Yeah.
the pasta with the cut up pepperoni and the bell peppers in it with the Italian dressing.
Yeah, no, that's good
and
stuff. Yeah, out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, out of the box or however, but yeah.
Great. Sounds pretty good. I love dill pickles. So.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue desserts.
Oh.
You can do you can do cupcakes. You can do a flag cake.
Yes.
I was watching somebody decorate one of those.
Yeah. Did you see what they had over at JJ's here this last week?
No.
So JJ's in downtown Centralia posted their dessert cups,
Mhm.
and they're like the red, white, and blue cake kind of concept. They have the yellow cake with the pudding and the whipped cream and the strawberries
Yeah.
and blueberries on it, and they call it Sweet Freedom.
Ah, nice.
I'm into it. That's
They should
up
play
my
that
alley.
Michael McDonald song.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Speaking of that, what is your quintessential 4th of July music? I mean, you're a DJ music man.
I mean, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. I mean, we used to play like Saturday in the Park because they talked about, 4th of July. And I always liked Neil Diamond's America.
Yeah.
Born in the USA, obviously, Bruce
Yeah.
Springsteen. And there's a list of them. There's not a ton of them, I guess.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean, after you put a few beers away, is it proud to be an American time? Or...
Well, yeah, and then there's all the country stuff that goes along with it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe play something British. British Invasion or
Are you
something.
just trying to insult people?
No, not at all. Yeah, what did I used to play? There's a whole slew of
Oh yeah.
of good music.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was going to tell everybody too that I'll be at Frosty's coming up on Friday the 5th.
Ooh.
So yeah, Kyle's got a wedding to do, so I'll fill in for Kyle out at
keep the party
Frosty's.
going all weekend.
Yeah, come
huh?
out there, man, because I need folks to come out when I'm playing music out there and spend some money on booze so that they're happy.
Also, if you're not doing the booze or with booze,
Well, I mean food.
Frosty's makes some mean garlic fries.
Frosty's makes mean everything.
Yeah, it's true, but they got the crinkle fries
Yeah.
with the actual minced garlic. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, mama,
and their crinkle fries are good,
crispy,
plain.
crispy.
They've got the best chicken strips and deep fried shrimp and hamburgers, and they've got that salad bar during the week.
Did you see they're doing $5 breakfast now too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking to Gina. I said, "You guys are doing this up right. This is great."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you can take the kids in there until 9:00.
Oh yeah, my that was somewhere, when I was a kid in Napa Vine, that
Uh-huh.
was one of the only places to get breakfast. I had grandparents that lived out there. And going to breakfast at Frosty's with Grandpa Clyde, that was where I was at
Absolutely.
when I was a kid. I mean, that was back when it was $2.99 breakfast.
That's been a while back, but I mean, a
It was a while
$5 breakfast is amazing.
Oh yeah, you can't get that anywhere else these days.
Yeah, yeah. My oldest son's taken the family out there a couple of times recently. He'll call. What are you doing? I'm out here at Frosty's having a hamburger. Oh
Mhm.
man, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of food. I think is what's going to happen on the 4th of July at the Mohney's. Hamburgers, hot dogs, maybe some beans.
Yeah.
I don't think I can work it up into the French fry thing. I just want to
You're
take it
already
easy.
talking about a lot of food there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a whole other layer.
And there's not
adding
going to be a
fries.
ton of us there because
Yeah.
everyone's got plans and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. I want you to have a good time at the
Mhm.
beach.
Oh,
And
we
you
will.
got great boys there, so have a fun time. Be safe out there for the 4th of July. Remember, Destruction Derby at the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds. This year you can buy, is it the box seats before?
Yeah, there's limited box seats. I think you call the fair office and
Yeah.
you can check on reserving those.
They've got information
I
on
think they seat 8 people in the box seats.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and there's information on the reader board
Yep.
at the fair as well. But yeah, have a wonderful 4th of July. Stay safe. Don't blow yourself up. And again, Summerfest, it's all at Centralia College and around the downtown area of Centralia this year.
Yep.
I can't think of much else.
The only other thing I know of that's going on is the Centralia Fantasy Festivals.
That's
happening
right, at the fair.
fairgrounds,
Yeah.
the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Okay.
So think like
Now,
Renaissance
Fantasy
Fair.
Festival, this isn't some kind of an orgy, is it?
No. Could you see an orgy happening in the Blue Pavilion? Hey,
Hey, we're in the Blue-
this is normally where we have the goats and the sheep, but no.
It's like, hey, we're having the train show here. Yeah, but next week, man,
yeah,
tell you what, you got to get it.
right. No, the Fantasy Fest, there's going to be a lot of fairy performers and think medieval, Renaissance kind of, guys in tunics and
I was in a restaurant
corsets.
over at Chehalis about, I don't know, maybe about 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
These two people walked in and I said, what are you guys doing? I just struck up a conversation and he started laughing. He goes, actually, we're on our way to Portland for this fantasy festival thing. And they were dressed up medieval.
Oh, it's a big circuit.
Yeah.
This one, and they're bringing in a lot of vendors for this. If you're familiar with Gaian Illusions pottery around here, they're going to be there with all kinds. They got skull mugs and all kinds of medieval kind of themed stuff.
So that's this weekend
Friday,
at the fair?
Saturday, and Sunday at the fairgrounds. Yeah.
Again, if you're looking for stuff to do. And this weekend, it's going to be a scorcher.
Yeah.
Holy moly. So
prepare now.
Prepare now, but boating safety.
Yes.
I really want to say something about that. Those kids have got to be in life jackets. Don't put them out there without life jackets. Nope. Don't be a jackass and throw stuff in the lake. It makes me mad when people litter on Mayfield and Rife Lakes. Yep. And also, you can't booze it up out there. The Lewis County Sheriff's out there, and then putting people behind your boat and running them around
and keep in mind, they did just have a cold water, swift water rescue last week.
They did. Chehalis River.
The water is still cold.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Wear your life jackets. Be safe. Make good choices.
I just hate to see it. I've been out to that. I've been going to Mayfield Lake since I was like 2, and there's nothing worse than when the rescue people show up. It just ruins. It's just so tragic. Yep. So again, be safe out there. While we're on that, I want to say a couple of things about Rod Givens.
Okay.
And I've been reading stuff that people have posted here and there, and Rod was right there in the picture there. That's why I got the Backfire Band picture up. Rod passed away, and he was just such a nice, gentle soul, and what a friend, what a great musician.
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
Our band,
just played since he was, a little kid.
Yep.
Their family, very musical. I went to school with his older brother, Rich, and I know his middle sister as well. I think I might have met Rod when he was really young. Mm-hmm. But I didn't reconnect until later on. And I just had so much fun. And one night I was playing music at the Lucky Eagle. I got to tell this story. And I finished up, and the Backfire Band was in the Cabaret Lounge that night. And I finished up, and I wanted to go walk down and take a look at the band. And so those guys were, they went till I think 1:30 or something like that. And walked in and was watching, Tom Spar and the rest of those guys, and Rodney was up on stage, and Lisa was there. And so all of a sudden we went into the cowbell thing. So we did, I sat in on drums, they let me, and we did Honky Tonk Woman, Stones, and Lisa was playing the cowbell. More cowbell, man. And that was just one of those memories I'll never forget. Another one was when Rod was actually in my living room. It was at a Christmas party, and it was just me and him. I got to play. He played guitar and sang on a stool in my living room, and I got to play drums with this guy. I was just overwhelmed at how cool this was. So I'm really going to miss him. And yeah,
Yeah, he brought a level of energy to the stage that few people really.
He did. I just.
It was fun to watch him.
I'm sorry for his family and his kids, and just a super guy. Like I said, I'm just gonna miss the living hell out of him. So, anyway, have a good 4th of July.
Yeah, you too.
I think I've said that 17,000 times.
You can't say it enough.
No, you can't. So
it's American.
I don't know what the hell we're doing next week on the Mohney Show. I think this summer we're going to concentrate on summer.
Yeah. Oh, there's things to cover.
Because
there's
it'll be
where
are we at here? Is that June or did I? Yeah, we're still in June here. So next, that'll be the 9th. So there's tons of stuff.
You got to remember, July's packed with stuff too. You've got.
We got to get a hold of Sean O'Neill from out in Napavine.
Fun Time Fest.
Talk about the Fun Time Festival.
Days, Blueberry Fest.
Then Adna's having their big car show out there. We'll get a hold of Jim and stuff. So anyway, have a good weekend. Mohney Show's wrapping things up. Again, my thoughts with Rodney's family, and Betsy, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks for having me.
And that's the Mohney Show, our 4th of July edition here on the Eli Network. We'll see you next week.
You are your shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see that you can truly be. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Yeah.